All right, I believe we're live, and I believe I have a pretty good connection. So I'm gonna test this out. I don't entirely know how many people are gonna be watching this at this time. I mean, it's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, so I don't know. But I got an email sent to me from YouTube, and it was kind of like, I don't know. It's something that I think I wanted to talk about. Yes, Robert, I'm here. It was something that I kind of wanted to share. I wanted to talk about, not just for me, although it kind of like, it affects me a little bit, and it kind of is a little bit frustrating. So I wanted to share it, but it also just like, I didn't want to focus just on the local side as to like, hey, how does this affect just me? But I feel like it has a very wide sweeping, systemic reach to like the greater Nerf community, or even just like any small niche community out there like we happen to be. So I just wanted to read the email real quick just so that you guys know what's going on. I don't know if you guys pay attention to like YouTube as the organization or like what they go through and whatnot, but I got an email from YouTube saying, "Dear Aldos, today we are announcing changes to the YouTube Partner Program." That's the program that they use to help content creators monetize their videos. They said, "While our goal remains to keep the YPP, the YouTube Partner Program, open to as many channels as possible, we recognize we need more safeguards in place to protect creator revenue across the YouTube ecosystem." Basically what that means is that all of the ridiculousness that happened last year with PewDiePie and the whole like Nazi ridiculous thing that caused the adpocalypse, that kind of like kickstarted off, and then obviously it was even more so exacerbated by the Logan Paul situation and the dead body and whatnot scandal that he produced, and then like that got monetized. So clearly people are a little ticked off and whatnot. So like I get that they're trying to put in more safeguards to protect creator revenue. Like I get that, I understand, because everybody wants to be able to like put in the time and effort to make these videos and also like make a little bit of extra money off of them. But here's what's changing. Headline, what's changing? Under the new eligibility requirements announced today, your YouTube channel, Aldos, is no longer eligible for monetization because it doesn't meet the new threshold of 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. So the "and" means you need both of those. I actually happen to have the 4,000 hours. What I don't have is the 1,000 subscribers. But you have to have both of them. So there are people that have 1,000 subscribers, but they don't have 4,000 hours of watch time over the past 12 months. And then it's vice versa. So like for me, I have 4,000 hours of watch time. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. As a result, your channel will lose access to all monetization tools and features associated with the YouTube Partner Program on February 20th, 2018, unless you surpass this threshold in the next 30 days. Accordingly, this email serves as the 30-day notice that your YouTube Partner Program terms are terminated. So prior to this happening, the only threshold, or I guess I wouldn't say the only threshold, obviously it's evolved over the course of the years and whatnot. Back when I started my first channel, the requirement was, I think it was maybe like 100 subscribers or something like that. And then you were able to like file for eligibility for the YouTube Partner Program, and you could go on and like monetize your videos or whatnot. More recently, they changed it to be 10,000 views. So a channel needs to have 10,000 views before you are allowed to apply for the partner program. 10,000 views isn't like, it's not that much. I think maybe it took me, I don't know, 2 months, maybe not even that, I don't know. But I'd say like it would take anybody who's actually trying and has any sort of real skill in the ability to like not only produce good videos, but even just to know how to reach their audience and whatnot. It wouldn't be that challenging for them to do. I think like 2 months of work, not a big deal. The issue is that these new requirements, I've been doing this, okay, so this channel was a spin-off of the first one. Obviously the first one is related to my business. I run a parkour gym. I teach parkour. Like the YouTube channel is not going to make the gym any extra money. but I was posting too much Nerf stuff there. I was like, you know, this doesn't really fit with the brand of my business, so I'm gonna spin off. And I made Aldos and like started putting up all of my YouTube content here. And so I've just I think I'm in the 13th month of doing YouTube, or like uploading to YouTube through this channel. And man, it's been awesome. You guys are fantastic. I love being able to produce the content for you guys. And I also just want to like butt in here and say, like, just because I'm not going to be making money off these videos, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to do them anymore. It's just that I wanted to talk about this because of how far-reaching it could possibly be, given how niche this community is and what it does and whatnot. I've got a couple points that I'll talk about in just a little bit. But it is just a little frustrating. I put in over a year of effort, and like I was a little, you know, around September I got married, so that took a huge amount of time and frustration in order to do. So like there's a little trough of sorrow that I have in my analytics for that. So like I get it, but man, it's just like it's so challenging knowing that like I've put in 13 months of effort, and I still have, like, if this program were to exist before I started my channel, I don't know. I mean, okay, so obviously I probably would have, because like I play Nerf every Friday. I host Nerf Wars. It is so freaking fun. And I also just I love editing videos. It's kind of how I end my night. Like I sit in bed and I edit videos, and it's just like it's my normal routine. So of course I'm gonna keep doing them. I just have a really like I have an inkling that like this is really going to ruin niche hobbies like ours, because there's not going to be that much, or like there's not going to be that extra little bit of incentive to sit there and make content, I guess. So I think so. I did a little bit of research before actually like pushing the live button on this. And I just wanted to call out a few people. Just like, this is not everybody in the Nerf community. It's just kind of people that I went through, people that I've watched over the years, and can kind of follow and whatnot. So we've got, like, I don't even know if Aaron Esser is still considered a part of the Nerf community, but like I'm going to include him in here anyway. Aaron Esser is sitting at 1.2 million subscribers. That is an unbelievable number of subscribers. And then as far as I know, the next closest one is Drac. Drac is sitting there at 525,000 subscribers. There is nobody else, like, again, unless anybody in the comment stream wants to prove me wrong, I don't think there's anybody else close to that or in triple digits, unless you want to consider Nerf Boy Productions, but like, are we really going to consider Nerf Boy Productions? I don't really know about that. They are giants. Coop! Oh my gosh, Coop, duh, of course, yeah, never mind. Good job proving me wrong. Coop 772. Yes, those three are like, they are huge channels, that put out a lot of video and get so many subscribers. And I mean, like, I don't know that many others that might even be near that triple digit figure. So the next closest one that I think exists is MTB, Make Test Battle, sitting at 84,000 subscribers. Bobo Lolo sitting there at 61,000. Walcom S7 60,000. We've got Out of Darts at 25,000. Captain Xavier 39.5 thousand, and like, those are kind of what I would consider the medium end of the YouTuber Nerf community, and then it goes way down from there. So now we like, it goes down to Just a Jolt. Just a Jolt sitting there at 13,000. Psych, like, I know Psych doesn't really make. Don't say PDK Films. Are you for real, PDK Films? PDK makes, like, the most ridiculous content I can think of. There's no way you guys want to consider PDK as part of this Nerf community. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. I look at that stuff and I go like, really? Like that just makes my job harder trying to like put out Nerf war, like actual Nerf war content. All right, but okay, so Psych 12,000, Jangular just passed 10,000. That was really big for him. Tiger Foam 5,000. Brett 1.7 thousand. I think Mr. Nathan just got 3K. That was kind of big for him. That was kind of cool. Dart Dragon 2,500. It's got good content. Kaba 2.2 thousand. I think Alice has like somewhere around 2,500. Wave goodbye. You. What do you? How many subscribers do you have? Wave goodbye. Let's see. TK1138 1.4 thousand. And like, okay, cool. So none of those channels just got this email. Mag212. I don't remember what does Mag212 have. If anybody wants to point that out, whatever Mag's got. Mag's got awesome stuff. I love his videos as well. And again, like this is not everybody. This is not everybody that I can think of. It's just kind of like off the top of my head, like channels that I watch a lot and kind of look up to as a YouTuber. And I say like, wow, like they're putting out great content and whatnot. And it's just kind of like motivation for me to continue doing my stuff. I said Out of Darts. Out of Darts, they had 25,000. We got there already. Did it. Okay, so then I'm thinking of people like Bradley Phillips. Bradley Phillips just got this email that I got as well. Hat from the Singaporean community just got this email. He's sitting at 319 subs. QH Ventures sitting at 266 subs. And from there, like, I don't really know that many other channels that might be sitting out there that got the same email that I did. But so like what I'm trying to get at is like the frustration of this, like, I don't think anybody in this list that I just said, I don't think any of them started their channels specifically to make money on YouTube. I really doubt that's the case. And I bet if they were to have gotten the same email that I got, like, they would also continue to put out content. Because, I mean, like, let's face it, like, we have a great community of people that just, like, we love to have fun. We love to go out there and play Nerf and, you know, mod our blasters and whatnot. But my issue seeing something like this is a huge sweeping change in the way that YouTube functions. And like, sure, I don't make that much money off of YouTube in the sense of in the last year, I have just barely surpassed my hourly rate as a professional fitness trainer. That's incredible. And there are some videos I've put out there that literally have taken me about 40 hours of edit time. My latest push video probably took about 40 hours of edit time, and it's sitting there at like 300 views. And it's like, you know, seeing that monetary number next to my video, like, sure, every so often I check it up and it's like, oh cool, like, I made $8 this month for like no reason or whatnot. It's like for doing stuff that I would do anyway. But when it kind of comes down to it, it's just that extra little bit that makes you go like, yeah, man, like, you know, the likes are fantastic. The views are fantastic. But really what gets it is the comments, just like you guys doing what you're doing right here and actually commenting on videos and just kind of like motivating me to continue, and like that kind of touches right here. It feels really good, you know. But you know, when money gets put into the equation, like it doesn't it's not the main driver, but money in a sense derives or implies value. And when I look back at my own videos and I see what YouTube has decided has value, that is what worries me. In the sense of very few people in the list that I just went down put out content of Nerfers actually playing in Nerf related things. A lot of it is just a lot of people talking about Nerf. Or they talk about the mods that they do to the Nerf blasters, but they're not necessarily sitting there showing you how they use it in an actual battle, or how they do actual things, or whatnot with them. Like, they're just sitting there talking about it, highlighting it and whatnot. And like, I don't want to put any negative energy towards that. I watch the shit out of some of those videos. I love Make Test Battle. I love Drac. I love Out of Darts. I love Captain Xavier. Like, that stuff is just so freaking cool. But it's just like, there needs to be more than that. There should be more than that. And I feel like that kind of stuff should be valuable, or at least valued by the Nerf community. So like, I look back through my content stream, and there are, I guess, technically 3 videos, but there's really one video that really sits well outside the realm of videos that I would say my channel produces. And it's my stupid Apollo mod, the F10555 mod video that I made. And like, I think the most frustrating thing about that video for me is that that video has half of my revenue for the last year. And it was also a video that I made and edited in less than an hour. I shot it, and I clipped it, and I put it in less than an hour. And it has made like more than the rest of my Nerf War content combined. And that is unbelievable to me. And that's where I start to look at this and I go like, well, no wonder Psych like left and started doing fidget spinner videos. It's like, because there's just that extra little niche, and like, I'm sure like Psych doesn't do videos as his main gig. But at the same time, like, I love Psych's channel. I love him like just sitting down and talking about Nerf stuff and whatnot. And it's just really such a shame that somebody like that is, I don't want to say forced, because like, none of us are sitting here forced to edit or like, waste our time editing videos for nothing. It's just that extra little bit of effort or whatnot. But to have somebody like Psych kind of look and reevaluate his life and see where he's put his time and energy into the last few years, and then just kind of sit there and go, wow, like, I can get this fidget spinner and make a video on it really quick and get tens of thousands of views on it, and then these Nerf videos that he tries to put out get like, barely 1,000 views. That's the frustrating thing to me. And that's what makes me worry that like, this kind of sweeping change, and as more people realize just how long it takes to see the 10 cents that comes from making these videos, it's really gonna put people off from it, and it's gonna make people put out content that they know already makes money. There isn't that like external drive to try to push out content for niche hobbies or niche videos or niche content within that hobby. So I guess like that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, and why I worry about this. I also just wanted to let you guys know about it. It's like, again, it's not like I'm gonna stop making videos. Like I said, I'm pretty close to that number. If I lose monetization, like, again, it's a nice fancy dinner out, the amount of revenue that I'm missing out on the whole last year of ad content that I've made. But I just worry. I worry that this is really going to hurt the YouTubers to be of the future in the Nerf community, and just really kind of stunt the growth of all of these niche communities that want to participate in this. I think the only other thing I want to talk about, the joy that comes from like the pure luck factor. My other channel has a few videos that like I have no idea why they did well. I've got a few videos on my other channel that like hit well over 100,000 views, and like I don't really know why. I tried to like recreate it a couple times, and for whatever reason, like none of them stick or none of them do well or that kind of thing. And even though like that channel doesn't make that much money, it's like the one video that I made like some parkour zombie video, and again, like that channel doesn't satisfy these new ad requirements. But a couple of those videos have easily made a couple $100s for me. And it's like, you know, a couple $100, like I don't wanna piss in the wind. Like I'll take a couple $100s whenever I get it. That's fine. But it's just kind of amazing that like that random chance of luck that goes, holy shit, why is this video getting 100,000 views? And then so you look at it and go like, wow, I just made $100 off this video. Like that's wonderful, and it kind of helps drive growth and like motivates you to push further and like continue on and whatnot. And to know that in the future, people like me that decide to start up a new channel aren't going to get that. They're not going to get that little teeny tiny bit of drive. Like it's just going to be the views that gets them. And you know, like sometimes views aren't everything. Like that makes me think that there's going to be a lot more people just like begging for subscribers or begging for views or putting out the clickbait thumbnails or whatnot, or like I don't know, putting out ridiculous like meme videos or whatnot that don't necessarily do anything for the community. They're just there to generate revenue because they need to get revenue or whatnot. And I don't know. It just kind of it irks me a little bit. I don't know. I guess it feels like it's not YouTube anymore. It's like it's their tube. Like the people that got in and made their channel before it got hard. I guess that's why I'm a little bit worried. I also want to say like I get why the decision is being made. Like I totally like obviously again. This is not anybody's real fault, although it's fun to be like, Logan Paul, you know, screw you. But it's not anybody's fault. Like, I get it. It's got to be hard for YouTube to try to police content. And really the only way that they can do it with as much content as there is getting uploaded every single minute on YouTube. Like, the only way they can do it is through algorithms. And then with the adpocalypse that happened, for those of you saying what decision, the decision to change these ad requirements for YouTube for people trying to monetize their YouTube channel is being made very hard in the sense of I haven't achieved the new requirements in a year of trying. Just like so after the adpocalypse happened, which I guess it still technically is happening. They changed the way the algorithm goes through and deems whether or not your video is monetizable. And if you get a demonetized video, it basically means that your video goes against the new ad guidelines for YouTube. And I don't remember a lot of them off the top of my head, but some of them are really easy to understand. Like, if you swear a lot in your videos, you might not get monetized, or your video might get demonetized. If you talk about sensitive topics, you might get demonetized. There's been a lot of criticism of that rule in particular over the last couple months, because it means that if you're a small news channel, you're not allowed to talk about the possibility of like a news story involving death or dying or whatnot. It's like you're just presenting news, just like they do on TV, but suddenly like you're not allowed to talk about it because you get demonetized. Violence, which like I don't know, if YouTube's algorithm wants to consider shooting your buddies in the face with foam like rival rounds and foam darts or whatnot, like that's a little sticky. But otherwise, like some of them should be pretty easy to understand. If you videotape yourself in the Japanese suicide forest and show like an actual person who unfortunately just ended their life, like you should get demonetized. Yes, Absolutely. That goes against the guidelines. The fact that he wasn't for as long as that video was up, that's kind of incredible. So like, I just want to say, when that change happened, every single video that I've uploaded in the last 2 months has been demonetized, or at least gets hit with a demonetization. And you know, like they tell you, oh, you know, if your video gets 1,000 views, you can submit for a manual review to try to get the monetization put back on. And sure, like I've pressed that button a couple times, and if me pressing that button and then like the million other small YouTubers like me, or I guess tiny YouTubers, I'm technically not a small YouTuber, the tiny YouTubers like me that are pressing that button trying to get our like 10 cents out of it, if we cause this, like yeah, definitely, like absolutely, I get it. But it's just a little incredible that you know, the new ad guidelines that they're making in order to monetize your channel, like that's not the problem. Your algorithm is the problem. I don't see any reason why a video of me running around with Nerf blasters, playing in a Nerf war, not swearing, not doing anything that I would consider like even anywhere remotely close to the ad guidelines that they have. Like if my videos are getting demonetized, that's a huge problem with the algorithm. And I guess like I'd be okay with this decision as long as YouTube continues to go through and actually like reevaluate how the algorithm is doing or whatnot. So yeah, I mean like, I don't know. And then like that extra little bit of problems that I see, like when you look at like, okay, so YouTube needs to make money, so they need to advertise or place ads on content creators' videos in order to generate the revenue streams that YouTube needs in order to keep their servers up and running. So like if that's the reason why, and they just demonetized 1 million, like possibly 10 million tiny YouTubers of people that are trying to start their channel, like where's the motivation on YouTube's part to like help tiny channels grow? Is it just something where they have to be lucky or be a part of a giant hobby or like non-niche community in order to get anywhere? So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. This video is already pretty long, 27 minutes. That's just me talking and just being like, and again, like I really hope that this isn't just me whining. I really wanted to make sure that that wasn't the case. Like again, I'm gonna continue making videos. I just really am worried about what these new guidelines mean for the new people that are going to be coming out and wanting to be a part and participate in this online Nerf community, and just like how challenging it's going to be for them to get anywhere and you know, make even the smallest bit of money that they can put back into their channel to produce nice videos, or even get motivated to produce nice videos. So yeah, I guess that's it. If any of you want to ask questions, just because I'm here, like go for it. I got a little bit of time. I do have to get going soon. But yeah, let's go for it. Why don't you attend wars? You should attend wars. And if you don't attend wars, you should make them. Honestly, like it's one of those things of, if you like just start it, just try to get people together, and just try to put something together. Like do what you want. Like okay, so I remember when I started YouTube, I saw a lot of Jangular's videos. He was putting out content. I think Brett was putting out content back then when I started. I didn't know of Dark Dragon then, unfortunately. But I saw like a lot of people talking about Nerf and not actually playing Nerf. And I was like, you know what? I want to play some Nerf. So we started it. And like obviously like it's a little bit different because I have a parkour gym, and you know we choose to close it on Fridays in order to play and host Nerf wars. And like we don't make a lot of money running Nerf wars. I would probably lose out on maybe like, I don't know, $600 to like $800 in revenue generated for the business by doing that, because we could host parkour classes on Fridays and probably do a lot of events on Fridays and like make money. We see a lot less than that doing Nerf wars for adults. but it's fun. Like, it's fun. I love it. And so, you know, if you wanna do it, just start it. Put up a website, put up a free website, make a Facebook group, go out there and do it. Because I promise you, there's people out there that would really love to do stuff like this and like actually participate and have real person-to-person interaction, and do like first-person shooter games, but like in real life, but not actually, you know, kill people, and aren't interested or don't have the time or money to get into airsoft, and maybe don't want to get messy with paintball. Nerf is fabulous. It's a wonderful community. It's a great medium, and it's just a lot of fun. It's why we do this, right? Somebody said something about Patreon. You know, I don't know. Like, sure, like, at some point in time, maybe that's something that I'm going to pursue, but I feel like I don't put out enough content for stuff like that. I don't understand how to do, like, the reward tiers or whatnot. And to make it people's worthwhile for donating, other than just like, I'm gonna put out more videos if you contribute to my Patreon or whatnot. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll think of it. Use Freedom Network to get paid. I don't know if you want to send me a link to that or something. Maybe I'll look into it. So yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all I want to talk about. I don't really have that much else. I just want to say you guys are great. Thank you so much for supporting me over the last year. Suggestions for growing a man bun? Just start it. Just do it. I was actually in college. I was military route. I was going to go military. I was an Army ROTC. And when that ended, I got kicked out because I have asthma. But, you know, at the same, like, I'm a fitness professional. I teach parkour. I don't think I've used an inhaler in well over 2 decades, but they hated that little tick mark on my box, so I got kicked out of Army ROTC, which is unfortunate. And I was like, so right. I went to military high school too. I was so ready to go. And right when that happened, like, I was at the lowest point in my life right then. Like, I just lost everything. And so I was like, I need to change. Like, I went to military high school, so I had buzzed hair all the way from probably the age of 12 until the age of 18. And yeah, so I just found myself at RAT in Rochester, New York, just kind of like, man, what the hell am I going to do with my life? And that winter, I met my buddy Zach, and Zach was cool. Zach did parkour. And I was like, parkour? What the hell is that? This is way back in 2007, and 10 years ago. And man, it was just like, I saw it, and I was like, man, this is everything that I've ever wanted in my life. And we just went out. We started a community. There was nobody. There's a bunch of people back then that were just like, you know, all right, we're gonna do a dash vault today. Here's how you do a dash vault. You just run out, lift your legs up, and go. And they're like, that's not how you teach people. But it was funny. But in getting off the point, that's when I started growing my hair out. I was like, I need to change. I don't know who I am anymore, and I just started growing it. The midterm stage, like having to deal with medium length hair, that's a little weird. I did a lot of bandanas, but yeah, you'll get it. I think I saw Dart Dragon ask how old you have to be a part of the gym. The gym proper or Nerf Wars? Because we do, like, obviously we do both. We teach kids as young as 3 how to do parkour. There's a Tinies class going on right now. For Nerf Wars, we've cut it off at 5. If you're in our Tinies program, like, we'll let you go around with your parents at 5 years old and, like, go around and play. Any younger than that, and they kind of, like, they don't necessarily handle it well because it's a small space and there's a lot of kids running around. And I don't trust the 9-year-olds to, like, not run into a 4-year-old or whatnot. Funny story about that, though. I don't know if you see this at the SENC Dart Dragon, but we have to constantly tell the parents to chill out. I don't know why this is. We do family Nerf Wars, ages 5+. And, like, the parents, man, they get way too into it. they're like pushing kids, like their own kids. They're like yelling at their own kids. They're like, "Come on, Jimmy! Like, why didn't you see the guy with the flag right there?" It's like, dude, you gotta chill out. Like, we're just here to have fun. Yeah, so when we do the adult Nerf War nights on Fridays, we cut it off at 15. We'll let the 15-year-olds come up. And yeah, like, it's a little heartbreaking for me to see some of our 13-year-olds that are like, "I just wanted to go to your Friday Nerfs." Like, yeah, you know, I get it. But at a certain point in time, you gotta worry, like, you know, we work so hard to get our adult community up, and then, like, you gotta have their time, but you also have to have their time, you know. We've been thinking about doing, like, an actual teenage section to help them out, but again, it's just, like, it's finding the right time for it. What's the SCNC? If you do not know of the SCNC, you should go look that up. That is, like, their community is incredible. There are so many people. You should look at Dark Dragon's videos and see how many freaking people are running around in a park in, I think it's in Georgia. You guys operate out of Georgia, right? It is, I've never seen so many people run around. So, like, we kind of have to cap it out at 20 participants for our Nerf Wars. Our gym is 3,700 square feet, and that's a little bit tight. Man, I've never seen that many people. Atlanta, you know, my sister lives in Augusta, so maybe I should go visit her and maybe give the SCNC a visit. That would be kind of fun. Nice little southern trip. Do a cool little traveling tour. That'd be fun. No, I do not have a 3D printer. Well, I kind of like that. What I have been playing around with... Actually, wait. I'm going to go grab this. I'm pretty proud of this. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so I don't have a 3D printer, but what I do have is a makerspace, the Rochester Makerspace. This stuff is so cool. It's like 40 bucks a month, but for what you get, it's fantastic. This is... I'm learning how to machine things. And I was gonna put this in the Busby Snipe that I have. I've got a roller bearing that goes on here for the handle or whatnot. But I made it a little bit too big, unfortunately. This is 1.5 inch outside diameter. But I'm learning how to machine things and make aluminum plunger tubes. And, like, I'm so excited about this. So it's not a 3D printer. It's not like, you know, you can sit there at a computer and design it and then just, you know, press print and go and hope that things work out. This takes a little bit more effort, but man, like, I'm so excited to play around with stuff like this. Yeah, so again, I think that's all. I think that's all I wanted to say. You guys are great. Thanks so much for supporting me, and you know, if you guys are out there thinking about starting your own channel, like, I'm all there for you. I really want more people to get into this hobby, and to even just share what they're doing with the hobby. Like, that's cool too. And I hope that what I talked about in this video with the new YouTube partnership guidelines, like, I hope that doesn't discourage you, because you know, we should all share and, like, share ideas and show you guys what we're up to, what we're doing, and yeah, have a good time. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. Bye.